Hey, no fighting, guys.
Do the one where you say, please step on your or he said idiot to me.
You don't talk like that, Ben.
He did. I did.
Hello, Bina. Everything is okay, Bina. Am I gonna hit something?
לקנות דברים לשבת, ליום שישי. דברים כיפים.
Oh, we tripped over a roll. Are you okay?
Because it is all the way.
Okay.
כן, אבל מחר אנחנו כל היום. לא פה איזה שישי בערב, זה משהו אחר. אוי ואבוי.
אוי ואבוי לך.
אוי ואבוי לך. אוי ואבוי לכם. איפה הילדים שבינה תראה שאנחנו... עכשיו מצלמים, תגיד לאמא שלום.
He say where their kids, you know.
בסדר, הנה תמיר, שלום, היי בינה.
היי, אמא, מה נשמע?
היי אמא. הכל בסדר, אני עושה חיים.
פה.
שומעים אותו.
זה חזרה?
לא, אתה מצלם אותי.
לא, אבל מה אתם עושים חזרה? אתה אומר לו מה להגיד?
הוא לא אומר מה שאני...
And Paul and you and me and Josie and Mommy and Sobiako and Daddy and Maya. We are all the ones that
Do you need anything from the store?
why not let all the other kids?
No, there's no one in this family that's...
No?
Yeah. No, there's not.
Yeah. Oh,
I guess
no.
that's... Well, that's okay.
How tall?
See guys, I'll show you that I can open it. I'll show you that I can open it. See that I can open it. See, I can open this, Daddy. Daddy.
5 feet?
See, I can open it.
It's really hard.
How big are you?
אני פה, הנה בינה, I say hi to בינה.
Hi, Bina.
How big are you?
Shalom, Bina. Shalom, Bina.
Shalom.
How big are you?
אורי, גדול.
Hello, how big are you?
I'll measure your bear.
As big are you?
כמה זמן נגיד שלום? כמה זמן? עושים חיים.
5'8".
Do you know how to
2 meters.
share it?
1 meter.
Do you know?
75 centimeters.
What's that?
אוקיי,
Okay.
תשמי את הבטן.
So he's about 5'10" or 5. Wait. Oh, are you 5? He says, well, I'm just teasing. He said he's 5, but I'll have to go with him. Because if he disagrees, he's going to be pulling my neck all day.
Oh, I think you mean okay.
That's exciting. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Benny, can you say hi?
Hi, Mama.
Daniel, can you say hi?
Hi, Mama.
Eldon? Can you say hi?
How long have you been learning?
All of the stores, but not the gas station.
Oh, you know?
Hey, but you're
אני מצלמת.
It's fun, but I don't know what to do. Thank you, thank you. I just didn't know what I was doing.
שפתם מים.
תעשו את זה, כן, בואי נעשו.
תלכי נוקי, תרקדי. תרקדי, הם לא יודעים, נוקי.
דובונים?
בואי.
נגמר השיר? Where's Tamir?
Talia,
Too soft. This is this kind of dance.
just a second, sweetie.
You know what I'm saying?
Tali, turn around, sweetie. Say hi.
Hello. Hi.
Mary,
I'm going to
turn here.
Mom, where's Tamir?
It is. I think it is.
Mia.
Come here.
No, go like this. I like this.
Say hi. Don't get so close. That will be scary.
Not enough of
Hello. Okay.
Say hi to Bina.
What?
Say hi to Bina.
Bina.
this.
Oh, hello, Bina.
Yeah, you better.
Oh, here. How are you?
בואי תרקדי איתנו, נתי, תפסיקי כבר עם המצלמה.
נתי, תראה שיצלם לפעול, נו, תראו שיצלם.
Wrong song.
It's okay. אז מתי אנחנו ניכנס?
כל.
עוד פעם, זה מבלבל. זה לא אותו שיר. 1, 2, 3, 4, מים, לא? אוקיי, עוד פעם. לא, אסור להקליט.
עכשיו בינינו בא. עכשיו איך את עושה?
עוד פעם. זהו, מספיק. לי זה צ'יגי במילה.
I'm getting myself.
נתי לוקחת פה את זה, חיי.
I'm being hurt.
Speak, okay. Show my baby.
Oh, yeah. Now we're going in the correct direction. Don't trip over the shoe.
איך זה שימון בסרט?
רגע, נו, אני עובר.
You know, does it sound good?
Yeah.
מה איתך? אם המבשלת בשבילך, אז אולי תפסיק עם העולם לריב, אז אולי תהיה הרבה יותר יציב. טון 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 טון
יופי, יופי. איזה כיף. תעשה.
איכשהו שרת, ז'ידה, כמו יושב בבית, מתי שאני בא, והיא הנה, טלוויזיה.
כן.
שאלו אותך, אבל הם צריכים לדבר על דברים.
אז תדבר. פתוח. רצינית מאוד.
מקום עבודה של סרדן החדש, יש 2,000 עובדים רק פה. איזה עבודה.
טוב. גם אין רוח. אז תגיד עוד פעם את מה שאמרת.
מה אני אמרתי? זה עבודה של סרדן?
כן.
מהצד.
מהצד.
הדגלים רואים?
הנה, חכה, תכף נראה אם רואים. רואים את הדגלים, לא כל אחד.
זה מהדרך של החנייה. זה דרך כמו פארק כזה. משהו יפה מאוד. יש אגם, אבל לא בטוח שיראו אותו.
הנה, גם פה רואים טיפה את המים. טיפה פה.
ואת הבתים רחוק ראית כבר? את הגדולים האלה? אבל זה כלום,
דרך זה.
זה כלום, נו. חבל, נצלם שם.
טוב. בסדר.
רואים טוב?
אני חושבת שכן.
כן, למה לא? אבל למה אנחנו לא... ישמעו מפה?
זה תלוי ברוח, אני לא יודעת.
אז יאללה, נו, נתת מצלמת?
כן.
זה המקדש בדלת. יופי. This is American flag. American flag, דגל אמריקאי. flag זה דגל? Six flags, זה 6 דגלים. כן, נו. אל תעשי עניין, נתי, לא יהיו כל כך הרבה. אני אספר הכל לבינה, תזכרי.
כן.
ומה היא מצלמת? עמוד. ואנחנו, תמיר, איפה אתה הולך? הנה מצלמת אותנו במקדש בדלס. רוח, אבל לא קר בכלל. עננים, נמוכים, רצים כל כך מהר, אבל לא קר. איזה דברים אלה. כן? אבל עדיין, נדי, יפה. מה אתה אומר, אבל מקדש יפה, נכון? כן, יפה, יפה, וזה איזה כתוב פה?
אתה רואה?
כמה מצלם מפה, ידעתי.
Tú no quieres irte a lo hondo, no,
תסביר.
ככה?
אהה,
אבל את רואה את העמוד באמצע, לא?
כן.
את יורדת גם למטה, שיראו את
איזה יופי
המכוניות?
רואים, אבא. איזה יופי רואים, אני עשיתי פוקוס על הסוסים.
כן, כן. תרדי למטה שרואים את המכוניות. את כל הגודל. כן, אני מסתיר ככה.
איפה המכוניות? אני לא רואה אותם.
למטה, למטה, את צריכה להיות עוד למטה. עוד למטה, עוד. רואה? חביבי, הכל עובד חביבי.
אהלן תמיר.
What a beautiful woman. זה מעצבן.
זה מעצבן.
Josie, come on, we gotta go.
He's chasing the Goyle.
Alright, let's go. No, you can't get closer. That's dangerous.
And she's afraid to tell you that she doesn't like it. So she lies and says to you that it's dirty. What would you do?
Burn the dress.
Ah, I know you're joking, but that may be what she's afraid of, disappointing you.
Right.
And as a result, losing your love. Children sometimes need to be encouraged to express themselves. They need affirmation that if they are honest with themselves and if they express that it'll be respected and that you'll still love them. This child needs their self-confidence boosted, and that will help them be more honest.
Well, how is a shame-based lie different?
Shame-based lies are what Corny did when he told tall tales about his weekend in his home planet. He thought he wasn't good enough as he was and that he had to create stories to be accepted. Many children lie because they feel that if you saw them for who they really are, that you wouldn't love them. They feel a need to cover up the truth or to enhance it.
You're right, I've seen that.
These children need a strong message that they're perfect as they are. It's important to boost their self-esteem. These children really need to hear that while lying is wrong and has consequences, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It's the action that's bad, not the person.
So if my child lacks confidence or has a low self-esteem, it could mean she or he is struggling with an issue of honesty.
It could, but it's important that we not assume too much. We have to listen to our children and observe them. Some other indicators that they might be struggling with honesty are restless sleep, nervous stomach, hiding behavior. They could actually be hiding, or maybe they cover their eyes or mouth when they talk or comb their hair over their face. Again, don't assume too much. All these behaviors really mean is that it's a good time for some heartfelt communication.
That sounds very good. You talked about communicating consequences a little earlier, and I wanted to come back to that as the fifth teaching tool. Parents wrestle with the issue of consequences. How severe? What kind? Any suggestions?
Well, first, wait until you are thinking clearly. Take a few minutes to calm down.
You mean it's okay to give myself a timeout? Yeah, as a friend of mine says, this is her first advice to me when she knew that I was going to have a baby. Well, you know, if you get upset, you can always scream into a towel. I really recommend it. So I guess that's okay. You're saying that's okay. It's okay to cool off before you take action.
Absolutely. Second, consequences should not be too harsh. Excessive anger and harsh punishment only teach a child to avoid a person, not a behavior. Third, consequences should be consistent and reasonable. They should help teach and inform. They work best when they are resolution or privilege-based.
Okay, can you help me with that last one? Resolution or privilege-based?
Sure. Watching TV is a privilege. Going outside to play after dinner is a privilege. It's similar to what Corny learned after he had to miss recess for cheating in school.
Oh, I learned about cheating today.
Oh, and what did you learn?
I learned that cheating is not telling the truth. It doesn't help, and it makes you miss recess.
I'm glad you understand. Corny, anytime you don't tell the truth, you're headed for trouble. One lie leads to another.
It does?
Well, it usually does, until you tell the truth.
I get it. Like talking on the phone would be a privilege. Allowance is a privilege. It has to be earned.
Yes.
Okay. You know, I know a family that has a chore list. Every week they choose their chores. They rotate who gets to choose first. If you don't do your chores that week, you choose last for next week. They also have it set up that if you do extra chores, you can earn extra privileges.
That's great. It lets the children easily see how their actions affect their privileges. Now, a resolution-based consequence is simply about taking responsibility and solving the problem for themselves. For example, if Bobby takes 2 of Susie's candies, the resolution would be replacing the 2 he took and maybe 1 more as an apology. Or let's say your child broke a window. He says he didn't. You know he did. Well, give him a second chance. Encourage him to tell the truth. If he says he did it, thank him for being honest. And if he says he didn't do it, well, even so, follow through with the consequences. Have him focus on action, just like you would if he told the truth. You don't want to reward him for not telling the truth. So go ahead with the consequences. Have him clean up the mess and fix the window, if he's old enough, or help him so he can learn how. When they know how to fix a mistake, your children are going to be more confident and less afraid of making one.
And maybe more willing to say, I did it the next time. Maybe. Okay, now what about consequences for the child that lies out of fear or shame?
In terms of consequences, there's no difference. A lie is a lie. It doesn't matter why someone's telling a lie. The only difference is that a child that tells a lie out of fear needs to be given permission to be who they are. The child who lies out of shame needs to know that he's not bad. It was his action that was bad, not him.
So when a child lies, they should be shown that dishonesty has a consequence and that we still love the child as a person.
In fact, both of you will develop an increased love for each other. That love and sense of open communication is the sixth tool to teaching honesty.
Yeah, I like that one. Lots of hugs. That makes sense because the next time the child may choose to problem solve first, knowing that they will be loved and accepted no matter what.
You're the expert now.
Nah.
It really just takes common sense, doesn't it?
Well, I think it certainly helps. I think it helps a lot. But what are some practical things a parent can do to help foster honesty?
Communicate. That's empowering tool number 6. Talk about honesty as you see it on TV. Talk about honest and dishonest people in the news, people in your lives. But talk, talk, talk.
Well, I like to talk. Some people like to talk. If they're not really comfortable talking with each other, what are some other techniques that we can use?
Some families have honesty pacts. You draft a document that says you promise to be honest with each other. Then everyone signs it. Periodically sit down with the family and thank them for being honest and talk about what you've learned through this pact.
I know my daughter loves games. Are there some honesty games we can play with our children?
Sure. And games are a great way of communicating on a different level. One would be when you're driving in the car. Play what-if games. What would you do if you found $1 million? What would you do if someone stole from a store and you saw it? For younger children, it's helpful to play games where they have to distinguish between the truth and a lie. For example, the sky is blue, water is wet, snow is cold, elephants speak French.
Well, they do, don't they? What if a parent feels like they've tried everything and nothing seems to teach their child honesty?
Don't ever give up. A parent must remember that you can't give good values to someone. At some point, children have to make their own values. Sometimes it's simple with kids. They just realize they agree with you. Other times, children need to rebel to find their own voice, but never give up.
Well, I suppose it's like a baby bird learning to fly. The mother can only show it how to flap its wings. Worms, and show it how to flap its wings. Flying, they have to do on their own.
And if you maintain your honesty, your example will be like a lighthouse they can return to when the weather gets rough.
Well, I keep hearing you say it, so I guess it's the most important part of teaching honesty, and that is setting a good example.
Yes. But there is one last tool that's extremely important.
Okay, I think I got this one. Give them CDs and candy, right?
Right. Oh, besides that, give them lots of praise.
Oh, right.
When a child tells you, I did it, let them know how proud you are that they told the truth. It's important to help them see that telling the truth and being honest helps them feel good about themselves, helps them sleep better, helps them feel better. Point out how other people trust them, and how being honest leads to good, strong friendships. Help them see that honesty leads to an inner confidence and an inner peace. And above all, love. When a child feels safe and secure, when a child feels unconditionally loved, they're less likely to hide behind lies or dishonest behavior.
So we've talked about 7 tools we can use in teaching children honesty. Be honest with ourselves.
Right. Honesty means being responsible for our own words, actions, and our feelings. Honesty is not just an idea, it is an action.
Model honesty.
That's right. Teach through example. No more pretending your 7-year-old is 6 or under so you can get that cheaper meal.
Oh, who does that? No one does that. Not anymore. Empower them to solve their problems.
Boost their self-confidence and self-esteem.
Teach our children about the truth and consequences.
Right. We all know the story of the boy who cried wolf. Because he lied, no one was there when he needed them, and he became the wolf's meal.
We talked about that story a lot at our house, and I realized being someone's meal is a tough consequence, but I feel it shows why it is so important to tell the truth.
And remember, the last empowering tool is to praise them every chance you get by showing them your love and acceptance.
That sounds great. More hugs and kisses. And remember, parents, when all else fails, humor is your best tonic. Doctor, thanks for sharing your wisdom. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Honestly, I'm not kidding.
It's been a pleasure for me, too.
Thanks. Thanks for joining us. And thank you for joining us. I wish your family happiness and health through honesty. And parents, from all of us at Capstone and Safe Kids, we wish you and your children success in your adventure with honesty. And remember, if at any time you need a little refresher, just rewind the tape and we'll be here. Honestly, huh? Will we be here? We're here.